Good morning and welcome to the ride with Angela Turga. Today's ride to work is Friday, February the 3rd of 2017. I have a new yoga class starting Monday. On Mondays and Wednesdays at a place called Yoga. Samata is the name of the instructor. She studied with a Swami in Spain and with somebody else in the Dominican Republic, or I don't know where she started it really, but I think she's very athletic. The pictures show that she's real thin, athletic, flexible, and can probably turn herself into a pretzel. You know, a walking pretzel. Incredible. So people like that are very healthy because yoga, as you can see, will keep you fit. And you don't have to go anywhere but on a mat. What is the size of a mat? Whatever the size of a mat is, that's all you need. That's all the space you need. And your mind. Of course, and some oxygen. Because it's all about this oxygen and moving it through your body. Circulating it, recycling it. And it becomes a ball of fire that penetrates all of the chakras in your system that are in the meridians of your body. The meridians are the channels of nerves through which energy flows. And when they are interrupted, they create pain and swelling, or first swelling and then pain. And I think what I have now is a stiffness where I'm not as flexible as I used to be. So that's what I'm working with now, flexibility. And this new class, she says, does just that. And flexibility through meditation is the only way to go. Or meditation through flexibility, I think, is the best way to go, but not the only way to go. I have practiced meditation without movement, just by sitting, and that's very effective too. 45 minutes of that will renew you. I learned a lot from Master Zai at Zen Village. On this very last day of work for the week, this week was interrupted by the Take Your Child to Work Day. There were no kids in school. There were 60 kids of 600. What is that? What percentage of the kids came to school yesterday? If 60-something of 650 came, is that 10%? 10% of kids came because their parents were either not able to supervise them in a safe place, or leave them in a safe place, or trust them to be left in their home alone. You know, there was no granny or auntie that kept an eye on them. Or simply didn't know that they could do that. Because these populations of ESOL kids, they know a lot more than we think they do. And the kids catch on really fast and they tell their parents. And they're not dysfunctional families where people don't speak to each other in most cases. Hispanic families are conversational. I mean, they communicate with each other and touch and kiss and hug. That's a healthy thing. That's a good thing that we, I guess, inherited from the Romans. Because in Italy, people touch and kiss and have conversations, even if they don't know each other on the street. When I went to Vermont, it was very similar. So today is a special day because after that very different day that I experienced yesterday, in which the coldness in the place was unbearable. It would just freeze you, you know. It doesn't allow the brain to work very well, because then the brain is working on making yourself warm. Yesterday we had data chats in which, of course, teachers were told to not deviate from the curriculum set forth by whoever the department, whatever program you're doing, or whatever the department head, or whatever you have been given to do. But the day before, I was just been told to readjust my sequence so that I could skip and tie in, and I was working on that. So clearly that's a lack of communication between the departments, between the language department and the administration. So I didn't say anything, and of course fingers were pointed. And I would like to know, or have somebody help me figure out, what percentage of the kids grew and what percentage did not grow from one diagnostic test to another, and how that diagnostic test really helps them achieve their entrance to an Ivy League school. Because I want to know what the correlation between that test and the SAT is. Because when I was an English teacher at a private school, what they used and continue using is the SAT. And the SAT, a watered down kind of version of it, which is the ACT, is what students are going to be measured by when they finish high school, which is their goal. So how does that I-ready program correlate with the SAT is what I would like to know. And I get feedback from kids that it is a boring program, and these kids are capable kids who are able to read on grade level. So why are they saying that this is a boring program and they don't want to do it? Nobody's saying anything, but I think it's a great moneymaker for whoever the I-Ready Program Corporation is that is selling this to public schools and private schools, maybe, I don't know. But I am all for DuVos. I'm all for DuVos because she's putting the power back into the teacher, the power back into next, thing we need to see is that teachers become empowered instead of being pointed a finger at, instead of being a rug on which everybody wipes their feet, because it's always us that have to do. Okay, and it's just continuing and pervasively moving in an unprogressive way, moving society in an unprogressive way by the way that it uses us and considers us the bottom rung of the ladder, whereby we do everything, but everything gets blamed on us and we get no help to do anything. Okay, so I would like some more help, I would like the law to be put into effect, and students who are level 1 and 2 be put into a small class size, because that's what they need, of less than 20, instead of, and continue, not instead of, and continue to provide the small class settings for all of them. But they're making a lot of money not hiring another teacher, because they're using that money to hurt the, that hurts, which hurts the students and hurts the teacher, of course, because then she has to do the job of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people at the same time, all in one day, with only half an hour break. This has been the right to work. Now I am going to zenify myself and love, 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 love. Breathe in, love. Breathe out, love. Breathe in, love. Breathe out, love. Lucille Ball said, love yourself. Today's message in social media on the countdown to the LSAT for Carlos is love. Love yourself. Love is patient. Love yourself, says Lucille Ball, one of my heroes. Love yourself. Love, love. All you need is love. Because you loved me, I am that I am. This has been The Ride with Angela Turpin.